Welcome to YouTube channel. In this video we will talk about the 10 scientifically impossible places that actually exist. So before starting this video, like this video, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for future updates. While natural wonders such as Niagara Falls and the Grand Canyon are well known for their immense grandeur, the world we live in is full of mystery and even some things that science can't quite explain yet. Believe it or not, there are some amazing places out there that the majority of us have never heard of. The 10 scientifically impossible places that really exist are listed below. Number 10. Devil's Kettle. Judge C.R. Magny State Park is located on the north shore of Lake Superior in Minnesota. The Devil's Kettle is located in this park, which was named for a former Duluth mayor. Due to geological formations, this unique waterfall divides in half, with half of the Brule River continuing on and the other half disappearing into a pothole. Before going beneath, the waterfalls drop about 10 feet. Because colors, ping-pong balls, and other objects put into the Devil's Kettle do not re-emerge, researchers have yet to figure out where this river reconnects. People have been advised not to explore, because there is no way of knowing which channels the water may come through. Number 9. Karachay. A sulfur mine was created in the side of a volcano in Indonesia, yet the volcano is not in risk of erupting. The volcano remains inactive during the day, but a neon blue material streams down its flank at night, flowing like lava. The sulfur being mined from within the volcano is causing this occurrence. Heat causes stored sulfur gas to build up and escape, resulting in blue flames shooting up to 5 meters into the air. The gas then semi-solidifies and travels down the mountain as a liquid. The workers mine it once it has hardened. The sulfur in the air is hazardous, and employees must wear gas masks to stay safe. However, many workers cannot afford gas masks, so they wear wet clothes instead. Number 8. Hessdalen Lights. Floating lights of white, yellow, and red cross the night sky over the Hessdalen Valley in rural central Norway. They are known as the Hessdalen Lights, and they appear in the dark, and can last anywhere from a few seconds to almost an hour. The lights move at a breakneck pace at times, and slowly at others, appearing to float in mid-air. People have noticed the lights since the early 1930s, and speculated on what might be producing them. Some researchers assume ionized iron dust is to blame, although testing have been inconclusive. Number 7. Lake Karachay. During the Cold War, the USSR was desperately trying to catch up to the US in an arms race for nuclear weapons, and one of these factories was located on the banks of Lake Karachay in the southern Ural Mountains of western Russia. They would dump radioactive material and waste right into the water, while the Mayak facility was still operational, oblivious to the possible consequences. In 1957, an accident caused one of the nuclear waste storage containers to burst, releasing radioactive particles over a 9,000 square mile area. Then, in 1967, a drought caused the lake to dry up, spreading radioactive dust over 900 square miles by wind power. The lake is now mostly covered in concrete, but the region is still so toxic that standing near it for 1 hour can kill you. Number 6. Bermuda Triangle. The Bermuda Triangle is a loosely defined triangle that connects Bermuda, Florida, and Puerto Rico in the western North Atlantic Ocean. The US Navy claims there is no such thing as the Bermuda Triangle, but they can't explain why planes and ships have vanished in the past in this area. While many ships pass through and commercial and private planes fly over on a regular basis, there are times when they completely vanish. Some believe the disappearances are connected to the lost city of Atlantis, which they believe is buried deep beneath the tropical cyclone-prone region. Others believe that magnetic anomalies in the area may cause compasses in the area to become confused, causing craft to become lost. Number 5. Doubletree. There is a unique site between the cities of Grana and Cosorzo in Piemonte, Italy. A big mulberry tree with a cherry tree growing through the center is gated off on the side of the road due to its uniqueness. While trees have grown parasitic growths as a result of birds dropping seeds in the past, these parasitic growths are usually fairly modest, before withering and being removed from the host tree. These trees are exceptional in that they are both totally healthy, and have branches that span over 5 meters in length. It has earned the moniker of the Double Tree of Cosorzo, and it has remained in its current state for quite some time. Number 4. Boiling River. There is a 4-mile-long river that kills deep in the Amazon. The Shanay Timpishka heats up to 196 degrees Fahrenheit, 91.1 degrees Celsius, and boils anything alive that enters the water. Normally, a river would have to be close to a volcano to reach this temperature, but the nearest one is about 700 kilometers away. As they struggle to safety, animals have been seen plunging into the river, and being roasted from the inside out. Scientists believe the phenomenon is caused by a fault line beneath the Earth, although they have yet to substantiate this notion. Number 3. The Petrifying Well. On the banks of the Nid River in North Yorkshire, England, one of the UK's oldest pay-to-enter tourist attractions. This cave near Knaresborough, once thought to be cursed by the devil or a witch, looks like something out of H.P. Lovecraft's head. The cave's entrance resembles a skull. The oddest thing is that anything that comes into contact with the cave's water turns to stone. Items left near the cave appear to turn to stone in an incredibly short amount of time. The cave's waters have an abnormally high mineral content, according to scientists. This explains why the objects create a hard shell, similar to a stalactite, but it doesn't explain why it happens so quickly. While the formation of stalactites and stalagmites can take decades, the petrification of these materials takes only weeks or months, depending on their size. Number 2. Underwater Park. A beautiful park with benches and walking pathways near the Hokkaido Mountains, in Austria can be explored in the midsummer and fall. During the harsh winters, the park and village of Tragos become blanketed in snow. When the snow melts from the mountains and neighboring areas in the spring, the park is entirely submerged, and the nearby Gruna River overflows. Divers can then explore the underwater world, which includes bridges and benches that are home to trout, as well as the beginnings of alpine flower blooming. Around midsummer, the lake's waters begin to recede, allowing access to the park once more. Number 1. Never-ending lightning storms. Anyone who is terrified of thunderstorms should stay away from western Venezuela. Lightning storms over the Catatumbo River start nearly every night, at 7 o'clock p.m. and last until near daybreak. As lightning shoots across the sky over the ocean, it can happen more than 260 nights a year. In 2010, there was a 6-week stretch without storms, leading scientists to question if they would return. Following the hiatus, the storms have returned and are still raging, despite scientists' inability to pinpoint the cause. The presence of uranium in the bedrock was formerly thought to have contributed to the storms, but this was eventually dismissed as a far-fetched notion. What do you think about this video? Do let us know down in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video and want to hear from us again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go.